So yeah, bro, I was saying like, who would have thought that 20 years later, we'd be sitting here in Bali, doing a first podcast.
Yeah, so I think we need to give the background of our story together. We are from Tunisia.
Right.
We come from very far, bro.
Right.
And here we are in Bali, man. Who had thought?
Do you remember how we met? Well, I mean,
I don't remember how I've met you, actually. I remember like many souvenirs together, so many stupid things we did together, but I don't remember the day I met you or anything like that. I think it was
just in the classroom.
In secondary school.
And we just picked the last desk in the classroom.
Yeah.
We sat there doing the clown, being funny and shit, fucking around until we get kicked out. And that's how it all started, I think.
And you know how like it's always funny to me how some people connect to each other, bro. Like it's so random. There is like 40 people in the class. Why we connected?
So that we're here 20 years later.
And 20 years later, you are the celebrant in my wedding. It's crazy, man.
That I still don't believe
that's
that.
the magic of life.
I did that.
Really. So yeah. So
how about we go back to the beginnings, right? Before we even met.
Okay.
So how did you grow up? You know, we have two brothers. You grew up with two brothers. One is younger, one is older, and then they're like opposites. So how did it go for you to be in that house growing up with them?
So it's very interesting. So I'm the youngest of my brothers, right? I have two older brothers, and you know them.
Right.
And I swear to God, for some reason, I'm the perfect mix of both of them. So one is super extrovert, Kerim, you know him, and the other one is very introvert. He's a kind of a nerd. And I think I'm right in the middle, bro. Like, I'm not very nerdy, but kind of a nerd. I'm not very extroverted, but I get along with people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's easy for me to make friends. But, and what's interesting about that is that I kind of feel both of them. I feel like I'm the only one in the family who can understand everyone because I have a part of each of them, you know? And really, I'm being dead serious. I feel them. Like, I feel what Karim is thinking about. If he's misunderstood from my parents or Walid, I kind of feel it because I have that part of him, that craziness. I have it inside me. And same with Walid as well. So it's very interesting because I'm not sure if it's common with like the youngest in the family who have two older brothers, but I really feel it like that. Yeah.
But you also, I don't think it's common because at some point you are the youngest, yet you were the most responsible, right? But
yeah,
we can
but
get
it
to
could
that
be
later.
because of that as well. You know what I mean? It could be because of that, because I was observing, I was seeing, so I'm not sure. And that's why like it just popped up in my mind. Is it something common when you have like two older brothers? Or it just happened to me? I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
That's a good question. I only have one sister.
You can ask your next guest about this.
So how would you describe your childhood?
My childhood. So, you know, they always say that the youngest is the most spoiled. In my case, I got a lot of love. I received a lot of love, but I wasn't spoiled in the materialistic part of things. I think, you know, Walid, he got first. Things like, you know, my dad was doing very well. Then Karim, and I was the last one, and things were like, you know, it was getting worse and worse financially.
Okay.
So, like, you know, I never had my own room, as an example. Like, you know, I was sharing my room with Karim all my life. I was always getting the second-hand clothes, second-hand consoles, like whatever Karim hasn't used anymore, I get it.
Right.
But I'm not saying that like I was from a poor family or anything like that. Like we used to travel a lot, but my dad has a philosophy of life, and he prioritized traveling around the world than like buying lands or buying houses or stuff like that. And I'm very, very thankful because right now when I grew up, I feel a difference between me and anyone else I grew up with. Like a crazy difference, bro. Like in the way I see life. Actually, even when I was young, like in my 16, 17 years old, I was already feeling that I don't have the same view of life. Like I was seeing life like from a vast perspective. This so many countries, so many opportunities, and anyone else around me is like he's in Tunisia in that small bubble, and that's his life. You know what I mean?
Is it travel that you think opened your mind?
Definitely, yes, absolutely.
Is there like a certain moment where you travel like, whoa, this is, I don't see myself living here anymore in Tunisia. I want to explore more when I grow up, or how?
Absolutely. I mean, even like I can give you like a stupid teenager example. When like I'm around girls or something and the girl is acting up, I'm like, I don't give a shit, man. Like there's like billions of girls in the world. Like I've been to the Netherlands, to France. Like you know, I talked with girls all around the world. I don't care about the hottest girl in the neighborhood.
Okay.
You know what I mean? While other people they were fighting for that same girl.
Yeah. So where do you think the hottest girl comes from, though?
Okay, you're often, okay. So I think, and Mr. Kai, please give us your opinion as well. So I think our region, especially Tunisia, we have a very good genetics.
Okay, go on.
Then, are we talking about hot from a genetic point of view, or style, working out? Like you know what I mean? Because it makes a difference.
Let's say both.
Okay, if it's both,
No, one of each.
Okay, so overall, it's Russia. Okay. I think Russia kills the game, bro. Like, I've been to Russia. It's a cheat code. It's literally, it's insane, bro. I've never seen a concentration of hot girls like that.
Okay.
It's too much. And I'm not sure if I can talk about it. You can remove it. They're guys, bro. That's why we have an advantage, because Russian guys, bro, they're the worst.
Really?
They're the opposite of their girls. You know, like girls are very good looking, they take care of themselves, whatever. Guys, bro, he gets drunk, like he jumps from whatever, he break his leg, like random shit, and he's like 35 years old. So that's why if you go to Russia, like you feel like there is a glitch. I swear to God.
Okay.
Like, you know, so yeah, so Russians, however, I'm talking about the physical aspect of things.
Okay.
I think they are kind of psychos a bit. Like I'm not talking about all of them, but they have a lot of daddy issues and this kind of stuff. Okay. So again, like you can cut, like I'm being very raw, but
okay, that's the idea. We're here to be raw.
I would say.
Okay. So that's one category one.
Yes.
What about the second category?
The second category, I wouldn't choose one country, or I should choose one country.
It could be a race or a country or a region. It doesn't have to be like very specific.
For the physical aspect of things, again, look, I think there is a lot of similarities between our countries and Latin America.
Okay.
In terms of girls, like they look alike. They have that craziness, that black long hair, whatever, and I think it is hot. So I would choose Latinas. Okay.
Okay.
However, if I'm talking about the full package, a woman to marry, I think in my case it should be from an Oriental background. Okay. For me, it's so important, bro.
Why?
Like, because I think what's hot to me at my age right now is a girl who respects her brother, her dad, who is in contact with her parents. For me right now, like it's so hot to me. I love that, bro. Like, I'm attracted to that. You know what I mean? And so my wife is from Kazakhstan, as you know.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank
Just
you.
got married last week.
Absolutely. And so when I see, actually, it's very important. Let's open the topic of education of girls in these countries. Okay. I really feel that they are trained. Look, I'm talking about girls, but it's the same for guys. I'm not being sexist or anything. They train them for what you will need in life, real life. You know what I mean? They all know how to cook. They teach them how to cook in school, bro. You know what I mean? So my wife, when she was 11 years old, she used to pick up her brother, who was like 5 years old, from school. She brings him home. She cooks dinner for him.
Wow. And you can learn that in school, how to cook.
I mean, yes, yeah, absolutely. Wow. And guys, they teach them how, like, DIY, whatever, how to cut stuff, how, like, you know what I mean? Like, man, Aru, my wife, they teach her how to use a Kalashnikov in school. You can ask her. Like, her life is very interesting, actually. So these basic skills that are important in life. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I would say personality-wise, whatever, it's that region, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, whatever, because it's a perfect mix between modernity, nice genetics, and also like humbleness and like a traditional way of living.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, what do you think about women that, like, they're pursuing their careers, they work hard, they're trying to provide also for the family? What do you think about that? Do you find it attractive?
Personally, I don't find it attractive. I'm not saying that I wouldn't be with a woman who is like that, but it's not a quality that will make it like, you know, will make a woman extra attractive. And especially that right now with age, I'm seeing that a lot of women have been victim of this system, man. Like I'm seeing more and more women saying, actually, it was a trap. I'm not really happy at my job right now. I'm 35. I don't have a man. I don't have kids. I drink wine every night before sleeping. So, and really, like I'm talking about colleagues of mine who are telling me this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, I think there is a reason why humanity for thousands of years lived a certain way.
Okay.
You know, we came this last 50, 60 years, we changed it. And again, I'm not against my wife having a job. She has a job, but she tells me every day that she wanna quit. Mm. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I wouldn't say that it's a bad thing, but eventually most of women I'm meeting, when they reach that age of 35, 36, they wanna quit these office jobs. Like, yes, they wanna have like a hobby, like whatever you can have an online shop or whatever, but that 9 to 6, in my case, I'm in Germany, it's 9 to 6, you know, 9 to 6 jobs, it's not attractive to anyone, bro. Like, I think it's a trap, really.
Yeah.
And it's a rabbit hole, you want to open it. Why we started having that, to pay double taxes, whatever. It's a different topic, but yeah.
But I guess also the fact that you see it this way goes back to what you mentioned earlier about traveling since you're a kid. So that helped you see the world differently. And when you say a lot of people are trapped, maybe they don't even know that they are trapped because they didn't have the opportunity to open their minds and to see what's out there.
They don't know it, and a lot of people are depressed and they take medications and whatever. And the worst thing is that even when you tell them about it, they don't get it. Because it's easy to talk, it's words, right? Like, you open the internet, it's all like inspirational people, like why there's still people struggling, right? Mm-hmm. If it was that easy, if you hear an advice, you do it. Mm-hmm. So that's why the only way to do it is to get out of your comfort zone and try, like, as an example, Bali is well known for people who were sad in their home country or depressed or whatever, they just get a ticket and come here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's the only thing to do, because a lot of people come here and become worse, but like, you know what I mean?
Well, okay, let's go back. So
fuck no.
Then, so we went to middle school together.
Yeah.
When we were 14, we got kicked out of school. I don't know if you want to get into that, or we can skip that story.
We can skip it, but it was very interesting.
It was good.
Yeah,
to be kicked out of school.
Actually, like, it had an impact, a big impact on my life.
Okay, maybe we should mention it then.
No, really. I mean, I don't know how. Like, I didn't really analyze it the right way, but I know that it had a huge impact.
I'll give some background. So I remember we'd finish school at 12, and Naceur would be like, "Hey, let's go have lunch at my place." I'm like, "Cool, let's go." So we walk. We go to his place. We go to his brother's room, the older brother who have the computer there. Usually he's not there at that time. And then Naceur's open. We started a blog, a Sky blog back then.
Yeah.
And we were posting like the coolest pictures because we started using Photoshop. This was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, right?
2004, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And so we would fuck around with Photoshop. And one day I remember walking in and you were like, "Hey, I found this picture. There was these hot chicks posing with a Lamborghini."
Yeah.
And you were like, "What if we put our professors on that picture? I think it would be cool. I think that this picture will go viral." And we did.
And it went viral.
And it went viral. And
That
I
was
remember
crazy, man.
one of the students with us, she found her mom posing
actually-
in that picture.
One important thing to mention is that when we were doing it, it wasn't in a dirty mind. Like,
No,
it
no,
was
we made him look sexy.
exactly like it was fun, it was funny, like, you know what I mean? So we didn't have, like, we didn't do it by hate or anything like that.
no.
But the way they took it was crazy.
They took it wrong.
Yeah.
They took it wrong, and then I remember they called us into the office. They put you in a room, and they put me in a room, and they asked, and they're like, "So who did this?" And I go, "I did it." And you are like, "I did it.
Yeah.
You did it." And like, all right, they confessed.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So
And it went crazy after that. Like,
we got kicked out. We got kicked out of school.
we got kicked out from all secondary schools in Tunisia,
Yeah, yeah,
if you
yeah,
remember well. And they even brought it to a higher level. Like, I was interrogated in, how to say it?
Court. You went to court. Yeah, yeah. There was a lot going on.
Juvenile,
It went
whatever, yeah.
viral, and all the students
Yeah.
tried to protest. But yeah, they really didn't want us to get back to school, but we
So,
finally did after a
how-
month of vacation.
Yes. So how it impacted me first?
That's what I want to get
Yeah.
into.
So when I saw grown-ass people doing everything to fuck up an 11-year-old kid, that was my biggest, like, what? Why all this hate, bro? Like, we are kids, we did a mistake, it's okay. Like, let's say
Right.
it's a mistake, it's all right. Like, we apologize, we did everything we have to do.
Right.
But these grown-ass people, they were like, no, fuck no, we need to destroy their lives.
Right.
And that's my first impact. I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, okay, so it's like this. So, like, if you do the wrong step with the wrong people, they don't give a shit about your life, bro. They can destroy it. And they could destroy it. Like, we ended up doing well, we are in Bali here, whatever, but for other people, like, who knows, right? Who knows what can happen to you?
So you make one mistake and it's over.
Yes, and again, in our case, we had some connections, so we were allowed to come back after a month or two, but other people are like, he's gone, bro, he's done.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So the way you think it helped you is it's about do you relate that to risk? And when you take risk, it's a more
Absolutely.
calculated risk. You think about it twice and 3 times before you do it.
So there is that for sure. There is that whatever mistake I will do, it will not only impact me, because mostly, like, I don't care that much. I'm not very emotional, but it will impact my parents a lot as well. Like, it did impact me in that way, And from that day, whatever I do, I don't think about myself, but I think about my people. I think about my family, whatever. And as I told you, part of that, I understood that some people are ruthless, bro. Like, some people are heartless, and you have to deal with these people in life. It is what it is, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you learned that at a very early age. We were 15 back then.
No,
and
less
then
than 15. It was like 13, 12, 13, something
you were
like that.
younger than me, yeah. And so then you continued in high school. I know you had a lot of fun in high school.
Yeah.
Some fights, some battles.
The thing is, so after whatever happened to us, man, I became kind of famous, bro.
Okay.
Like in high schools in Tunisia, so people knows me. And you know how it is. You are a kid, full of energy, full of testosterone.
Okay.
You are kind of famous.
Okay.
And so yeah, I was like, I lived that high school life, bro. Like, I had way too much energy.
Okay. And what? Girls and fights?
Girls and fights, absolutely. Girls and
This guy
fights.
just loved women, which is what about fighting. What got you into fighting? Because you were fighting all of it.
So,
all the time.
yeah, but what's interesting that in Tunisia, there is a certain style of the so-called gangsters, right?
Okay.
And I don't meet this criteria, so when they see you dressing well, acting well, they think that they are gangsters over you. Like, how to explain it? I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know what I mean? And so yeah, each time like a guy want to test you, like, you have to fight him. Like, you don't need to back up and say, no, I'm a grown man. No, you have to fuck him up.
Okay.
That's the only way. Like, we live in a jungle, bro. Like, that's how it is. At least at that time in Tunisia, it was like that. I mean, I remember my first day in high school. I was about to go, to enter to class, and there was a guy who said, no, nobody's going in.
Just a random guy.
Yeah, it's like, he's the bad boy or whatever.
He's the
bro.
thug of the
Yeah,
high school.
he's the guy. I was like, bro, move, like I need to enter. And he pushed me. I punched him and like, you know what I mean? And that little action you do, like you start having a reputation all over high school. Don't fuck with Naceur. Like he's not the type of guy, like if you push him, like he will hit you back. And again, it helped me that because in life is like that. Maybe not with punching people, but if someone talks shit to you, it could be at work or in school or whatever. It could be even like in relationships. It's very important to set up the tone, what type of person you are. If you talk shit to me, I will talk shit to you. Like, if you push me, I will hit you. Like, it's as easy as that. While being calm, man. Like, you don't need to act crazy or anything, but you make it clear to people what type of person you are. I think it's important.
Right.
Yeah.
Agree 100%.
I think it helped me a lot in my life, I swear to God.
The fights.
Not the fights themselves. Okay, there's also one important thing. So I have a stuttering problem as well. And it's very important because I have few friends who have the same issue and none of them could find a job or anything like that because they had that issue that became a kind of excuse why I failed. Yeah, because I have an issue, I have a handicap, I have this, I can't express myself. And I remember it, my first day in Menzies, a friend of us, I don't want to say his name, he made fun of me, I beat the shit out of him, bro. And it's like I set up the tone. From that day, nobody made fun of me. Even though I know, like, maybe behind my back, they would make fun of me. And I'm like, I don't care, make fun of me behind me.
We've never talked about this, but like this topic, how stuttering, how do you think that impacted you? Did it have...
Oh, bro, huge impact. Oh my God, like, I feel like people who don't have that issue don't realize how impactful it is. It has a crazy impact, bro.
In what way?
In what way? So either you take it the right way like me and it boosts your life or it destroys your life.
Okay.
And I really like, I have very good friend of mine, like, again, like it becomes like an excuse, bro. Like I have a handicap, like, you know what I mean? It's not me, it's my issue. Like, I have a handicap, I have a speech issue, I have whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
But in my case, it did impact me a lot.
So it was a booster for you?
For me, it was a booster. I mean, look, just the fact that you guys don't feel it, but it's so important to be able to express yourself in an eloquent way. You can be the wisest person ever. You can have the best words ever. If you don't say them the right way, it's useless. You know what I mean? And when you are a kid and you want to talk, you want to say something, because actually it was much worse when I was a kid. When you want to say something and you are not able to say it, bro, it's not easy. It's really not easy, like in class, in whatever. And we are not from a country where education is developed in a way that they identify what type of issue you have and they work on it. So like you are just with everyone else.
Kids, they are ruthless.
Exactly.
Like if they see any weakness in you,
yes, absolutely.
They gotta make fun of you all day.
Absolutely. And that's why I told you on that first day at school, when I beat that guy, it helped me out. I'm like, yes, so I have this issue. If you make fun of me in front of my face, I will fuck you up. You can do it in your house, I don't care. But face to face, you have to respect me. So it made me like very confident in myself. Why? Because people are expecting that you are not confident because of that issue. So it made me like boost my confidence even more. I'm like, yes, I have a stuttering problem, but I don't give a shit. I'm still cooler than you, I'm better than you, I get more girls than you. You know what I mean? It's not easy. Like, I make it look easy, but it's not. You have to work on yourself. Yeah.
Okay, bro.
No, but actually, it's really like one of these topics that I hope one day, I really want to make like, I don't know, like an association or whatever to help people who have this issue. Because I've really seen, like most of people I've known who have a stuttering issue failed in life. Because it's not easy.
There was this documentary on mushrooms actually that I've seen on Netflix of this guy who took heroic dose of mushroom and he had severe stuttering. He takes it, he says, and then he goes on a tree and then he trips balls for a while and then he comes out and he never stuttered again.
Wow.
Have you heard of that?
Not really. I heard about stories like this, like mushroom, ayahuasca, whatever. I checked many studies about it. You know, like it's still a kind of mystery why you stutter. Like there is many theories about it, but they still don't know the exact reason why people stutter.
So my brother-in-law also has this issue and then or challenge, I should say, and we were talking the other day. And he said it gets more severe when he's nervous.
Yes. And when you get angry or stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It gets worse.
Yeah, I wonder what the mechanism is exactly.
And yeah, so about this topic, I had a fear of public speaking. Like it wasn't easy to me because again, when people see you, like let's say like you go in a class with 40 people, they just see how you look like. Then you start talking and you stutter and you feel like a difference in people's eyes, like the way they look at you, the way. So I had a kind of a fear. However, it was never like a fear like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm like, yes, it annoys me, it's scary, but I will fucking do it. I have to do it because I always took life as it is what it is, bro. It's the game. I'm born with that issue. I have to deal with it. I hate being the victim. Since I'm a kid, bro, I hated being the victim. It could be because when I was a kid and I stutter, people feel bad about me and I hate it, bro. Don't feel bad for me. Like, I'm okay. Like, you know what I mean? And so we talked about high school, whatever, so fast forward. Imagine I arrive in Kuala Lumpur. I'm like 20 years old.
Oh, we skipped a lot.
Yeah. We can go back, but you know.
Oh, we have to go back. We have to go back.
Bro, I entered to a class, 80 people, bro. 80 people, and I have to make a presentation in English. At that time, like, I barely spoke English, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
This is how long in Kuala at that point?
No, it was my first year in Kuala Lumpur. Yeah. And man, like, in Tunisia, we don't do, like, any presentations or any of that in high school. I don't know about you, but we never done any of that. You know what I mean?
Right, that if we make it to class.
Exactly. And that, like, I don't go to class, to be honest. And so, yeah, man, the way, like, I felt about that, I was like, okay, I have to deal with this, man. It is what it is, you know what I mean? It's not a language I'm comfortable with. I have a stuttering issue, whatever. So either I go to the teacher or to the prof or whatever, tell them, hey, I have an issue, I don't want to do it. Can we do it in private? And some people do that.
Okay.
But I was, no, it's the game. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, if I don't do stuff like this, I will not improve. And so, yeah, I started doing it. And then, bro, like, I started having jobs. I do, like, meeting speeches with, like, top level people from Barclays, from what, like, you know, I was working with Swift again. Fast forward.
No, but I think this says a lot about your personality.
Yeah.
When you, because some, like you said, some people look at the obstacle and they just stop there and then they give some excuses. But for you, the obstacle was the way.
Yes.
Matter of fact, the obstacle is what actually pushed you to achieve even more than others. How do you think a person like could cultivate that quality?
At this point, I'm not sure, bro. At this point, because I tried to help so many people to explain them this stuff. I wouldn't say if you are born with it or not. I don't know about that, but
not just stuttering, but
no. I'm talking about like that mindset.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Because in my case, all my life has been like this. Like, I need challenges in order to grow. Otherwise, I cannot grow.
Right. And we had no self-help books back then. We had nothing. Right?
Absolutely.
Like, if you read a book, actually, back then, people start laughing at you.
Bro, you are such a loser if you read a book.
Exactly. So,
and it's not
like,
only that,
you got to that by yourself. Like, you realized that by yourself without reading anything. It was, you figured it out yourself.
Yeah, I would say that. So, again, I think it's important to explain people how it is in Tunisia, because if you are from Europe or from the US or whatever, like, you can't even imagine how is our life. We don't have a system that helps you out. Like, at 20 years old, at 18, I still had no clue what I wanted to do in life or what I could become or nothing. I'm just chilling in the hood, fights, random shit, like really.
And this was the last year of high school, right?
Yes, and even a year after that.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had no clue. Like, they just tell us to go to high school and then graduate, and then somehow you will get a job, and then somehow you will get married. Like, you don't know how, but you know that that's what you should do,
And that's the goal.
and you really
Get married,
don't know
get
why.
the house, get the car.
Can you believe, bro? I went to Kuala Lumpur. I didn't know how to send an email. Like, I know what's an email, but I don't know how to, well, like, you know, best regards, all this shit. Like, I don't know how to write an email, bro. You know what I mean? So when I arrived there, that's when I said, okay, I have to catch up, bro. I have no.
You get slapped right away.
Man, like, such a slap, you can't imagine. And one thing is important, you need to have an ego, bro. I have a crazy ego. Like, I can't accept that other people are better than me. I mean, I accept it, but I'm like, bro, I'm a man, he's so much better than me, I need to catch up. Like, it's not like you don't accept, like you hate him, no. It's the opposite effect to me, you know. I'm like, I need to catch up, like, you know. And in my case, it happened to me in Kuala Lumpur, where I said, okay, you wasted so much time in your life, it's time to catch up. And that's when I really I went to that focus mode. And that's why I always say I didn't really leave these best years for all of you guys, like from 20 to 25 or 26, I didn't really leave it well. Like, I was like very stressed out, trying to improve myself, work on myself. I was living like an adult. Like, I only have 2 weeks in a year where I have fun. Like, you know, I tried.
That's at Kuala, right?
Yeah. And then, like, I really tried to work hard, bro. Like, because I was so far away. And again, if I show you my best friends with who I was chilling at that time, you see them, you will understand what I mean. Like, I love them, whatever, but the level, the knowledge level, like, we were so far away, bro, you know. And so in Kuala Lumpur, I was in that focus mode, and being single for a few years helped me a lot. It's so important, bro. It's so important. I was like, I need to focus on myself. I took time to think about everything. I analyze every move I do. If, let's say, I had a speech, I had a meeting, whatever, I come back home, I think about it, okay, I did this wrong, I should improve this, I should do that. Like, I really was in that psycho mode, bro.
Okay.
And I think it helped me a lot. Yeah.
What made you decide to move out of Tunisia, and why did you choose Kuala?
So before graduating, I said, for sure I will not stay here. Like, as I told you, the more I grew up, the more I felt that Tunisia was so small, bro. And again, it's the effect of traveling around with my parents. Again, like, we didn't travel like we spent 5 days in Paris. No, we spent like 2 months in Europe, bro. Like, we do road trips and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And that's actually, it helped me a lot that when I went out alone, when I traveled alone, I already had reflexes. Nobody scammed me. Nobody, like, you know what I mean? Because I knew how it
We're
is.
street smart.
Exactly. Man, my dad used to bring me to the hood in Napoli. He shows me how people scam. Like, I swear to God, you can ask him. And so when I was 18, I was like, I can't stay in Tunisia. It's like, you know, it's so restricted, it's so small. Everyone knows you. And by the way, I hate that. I hate that you are in a
You
place
hate to
where
be famous.
it's not even famous. I hate that just go into a place and people know you in there. Like, I want to be like, you know.
Maybe because of traveling, it makes you more curious to
like,
see
you know.
something new.
Yeah, like, I don't want to be around the people that I know. Like, let's say if I want to go out and do something, I want to have fun, I don't want my neighbor to be there. Like, you know,
Right.
It makes me very uncomfortable, bro. Okay. Anyway, so for all these reasons, I was like, there's no way I stay in Tunisia. So first, I went to London before Kuala Lumpur.
Okay.
So I went there to learn English, and also after I graduate from my English school program, whatever, I go to university in there. Bro, within the first 2 months, I was like, I'm not staying here. It's too expensive. It's too expensive. Like, it's just way too expensive. You know, it didn't make sense to me.
Especially back then, that in Tunisia, it was after the revolution, and the economy was not at its best, to say the least.
And again, like, I was with other guys in there, other Tunisians. Nobody cared. Everyone is having fun. My dad is paying, whatever. I couldn't. I'm not like that. So I really couldn't. I was like, I can't stay here.
So you were there for only 2 months?
No, I stayed 4 months.
Okay.
At the end, I stayed 4 months, and then within the second month, I was checking where I need to move, because I'm not staying here. I'm not staying in Tunisia.
Okay.
I'm not staying in Paris or any of these bullshit countries where like rent costs 1,000 euros, whatever. So I started exploring. Like again, internet is the best tool ever, bro. I check around Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Again, I don't know anyone in there, and this was before the nomad stuff and everyone going around Southeast Asia.
What year was this?
This was 2013. No, 2012, like end of 2012.
Okay.
So 12 years ago. You know,
Okay.
it wasn't a thing. Trust me. Like actually, when I first said to my friends that I'm going to Kuala Lumpur, they were like, "Bro, stay in Tunisia is better, man. Like, why are you going to this poor country?" I'm like, "Okay, whatever." And so yeah, so I wanted the combination of good quality of life and future. You know what I mean?
Okay.
A country where I can live a comfortable life, but I can work on my future in there. You know what I mean? Because for me, it's important to have a good quality of life in order to, I don't know, to have good ideas, to be productive. I need to have a comfortable life.
And you didn't find that in London?
No, it's not. Like, it's not. It's not comfortable, to me at least. The way I see comfort, you know what I mean? I don't care about parties, I don't care about any of that. But if I always think about money, like everything is too expensive, I'm not comfortable. In my mind, I'm not comfortable.
Okay.
Man, Kuala Lumpur at that time, for like $300, you have an amazing apartment, your own apartment. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, at least like I can focus on other stuff.
So when you say comfort, what are the things that are most important to you?
Having a roof, okay?
Okay.
That's the most important thing, especially when you go through stuff in life and you understand that it's not granted, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So having a roof, having the ability to live your life, like spend the week eating, sleeping, working out, whatever, without overly thinking about money. You know what I mean? Because I had that obsession, you know. Like when I was in London, like I was very uncomfortable because like I felt, again, and I was converting everything to dinar. Mm-hmm. Bro, like you go out, you don't do anything, and you are like, I spent 200 dinars, man, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy in Tunisia at that time.
Like that's the minimum wage.
Exactly, it's a minimum wage, man. Like,
For a
I
month.
swear to God, like I spend the week not going out because I feel guilty. Like, you know, I hated that shit.
Especially that the money was coming from your parents.
Yes, at that time, yes. So I went to Kuala Lumpur. I went to university. Again, that's when I got a slap, bro. I felt like I never studied in my life, which
You went
is
there by
true.
yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Karim, he joined me.
Okay.
But so I went there, again, I didn't have any recommendation from anyone. It was just a thing. I checked online. I asked my dad really quick. I told him, look, I'm going to Kuala Lumpur. He said, you sure? I said, yes. Okay.
But this is.
It was as simple as that.
It sounds simple, but making that decision, I'm sure it wasn't.
But no, actually, okay, one thing about me, and even right now in our life with Aru, with my wife, it sounds that we are making difficult decisions, but we make them in minutes, bro.
Okay.
And it's a very interesting topic.
Okay.
That I saw it in many rich people, bro. You know, the important decisions, they make it in minutes.
Okay.
Like, you know, broke people, they spend like months, yeah, but it's expensive, but it is. The other guys, like, you think about it real quick with logic, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
You know, like about what I'm doing here. Last year, I told Daru, you know, next year we should spend 3 months in Asia and then get married at the end. It sounds like a crazy project.
Is that how you proposed?
I swear to God.
I think we should spend 3 months.
No.
And then get married.
Yes.
Here's your ring. Or there was no.
No,
ring.
I mean, I proposed the year before.
Okay,
you know what I mean? But you have to understand, at that time, her job or my job, we are not allowed to work from abroad. Until now, I'm not allowed to do it, actually. Mm-hmm. And she told me, so how are we doing? I told her, I don't know, but we will do it. It's okay. We will do it. I started working on tickets and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we did it. Like, somehow, it happened. Like, you know what I mean? I talked with the CEO, whatever. I don't know how it happens, but it happens.
If he wants to make the decision, then things just fall into place.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't. It shouldn't take you a long time to make a decision. Really,
Right.
it should be quick and efficient. I'm not saying that like you should be drunk, taking like stupid decisions over anything. No, but when you are like smart enough, confident enough in your life, with enough experience, I think you can make important decisions in a few minutes. Or let's say, okay, in a day or two.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You shouldn't overthink.
Yeah, don't
things.
extend
Just
it.
do it. and
Don't
then-
extend. It's like starting a business. When you overthink it and you start going into the theory way too much and checking every aspect, like you feel like it's complicated. You don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
I swear to God, bro, I'm living my life like this. Everything I do. Why I'm living it like this? Because I tried it once and it worked. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I'm born like this, but I tried it once and I'm like, so it's as simple as this. So anything you want to do, you just do it. So I will just do stuff, like, you know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
And again, the worst case scenario is that it doesn't work. Whoa, what a disaster. Like, who cares?
That's the worst case scenario.
Who cares,
Then what?
man? Like, you know,
You still have that roof.
what people will say about you. I don't care about people, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right. So,
yeah.
so you went to Kuala and then you learned how to write an email.
absolutely.
And how
True
did it
story.
Go? And how? Because I also had similar experience when I went back to the U.S. and the beginnings are usually very, very tough.
I mean, in my case, it was worse, bro, because I was in a local university with only Malay people.
Okay.
So Aru, she was in an international university. There's people from all around the world. I was with the locals from the kampung, from
Okay.
the countryside.
Okay.
So
Why don't you
there
tell us
was,
about
bro,
that?
there was a cultural shock. Oh my God, man. So look, just to make it short, Karim, he was with me and he was supposed to go to university with me. He spent a week and he gave up.
Oh wow.
He spent a week, even if he paid it, he gave up. He said, there is no fucking way I can study with these people, I
Why?
can live with these people. Like, he felt like it, again, like, you know, you have to meet with these people every single day, study with them in groups, whatever. Like, it's 8 hours a day. He told me I can't. Like, again, we are from Tunisia. We were like, you know, also like this type of Tunisians who chill in the hood with like grown-ass men and
culture
stuff.
shock.
You find yourself with kids, bro. Like, even if it's the same age, they look like kids to us. Bro. Like, really, like.
But then you had one stare at you once.
Again, sorry?
You had one that stared at you.
Yeah,
once.
like one of the difference, like the difference in cultures, as an example. In Tunisia, if you stare at someone, let's say someone is walking by and you stare at him, like you want to fight or something like that. Like
Right.
you are looking for shit. In Malaysia, like they can stare at you like in a way. And when I first joined, like I found like a guy, like he was like a bit, you know, he's big and stuff. He's looking at me, he's staring at me, and I went to him like, "Are you okay, bro? Like you're staring at me." Like I was a bit aggressive. Like, you know, I was like, "Okay, it's my first day here. He wanna test me. He think I'm a pussy." Like, you know.
You thought it was like the other guy that
In
they didn't let
Tunisia.
you go to study in
Yes,
Tunisia. I was
absolutely,
standing
bro.
there.
And
It's
you
time
know,
to
like,
fight. I have to show him who I am.
with that Tunisian mentality, before talking to him, I had a full scenario. He thinks I'm a fucking pussy. I will fuck him. Like, I went to him like, "Oh no, bro. It was so nice, bro. It was so nice."
What was your reaction?
I told him, "No, because you were looking at me." He told me, "No, because you are foreigner." I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry." Like I said, "Assalamu alaikum, assalam." Okay, cool.
And that was
like, you know
it.
what I mean? And then I started to understand that, bro, they are just our opposite. They are just nice people. They are very nice. They hate confrontation. Man, I can tell you stories in the classroom, bro. It's crazy. I'm the only one I'm the only one who have an opinion. Nobody has an opinion in there, bro. I remember one time in class, I don't know which class it was, like economics or something like that. And the teacher in the classroom, he said, "I think anyone who used drugs should be in jail forever." And everyone, yeah. I was like, "Excuse me?" He said, "Yeah." I told him, "I think you are totally wrong. Why?" Like, and everyone got shocked. Like, they never saw a guy in there, like, I don't know, like 20 years in school or whatever, that went against the teacher. But for us, it's normal. Like, you know what I mean? For us, even if he's a minister, if I think he said something wrong, I will tell him, "Bro, I think you are wrong."
Right.
And I gave him my arguments. I told him, so what if a guy, like, he just tried once, whatever, and even if he didn't try, like, he's more a victim than, like, a criminal. Like, yes, if you are talking about people who bring tons of coke and sell it to people, yes, that's different. But if you use it, you are, like, a victim, man. Like, and the teacher himself, like, he was shocked, speechless for a moment, and then he say, you may be right, and left and start talking about a different topic. Even for him, it was something new to him. Like, nobody ever...
He didn't open a debate.
No.
Wow.
Because, like, it was stupid. Like, how can you say that? You know what I mean? And again, like, it happened few times, and I understood that they had an issue, bro. Like, this different, because they call it respect, right? Like, when I ask them, they are like, no, we respect our teachers. I'm like, there's a difference between respect and it's almost slavery, bro. So whatever he says, you agree with him. Like, it's not healthy.
It's a different culture.
Yeah. So yeah, I have a lot of stories like that in there, bro. It wasn't, man, in the university, they were taking pictures with me, bro. Wallah.
Really?
They were taking pictures with me.
Because you look different?
Yeah.
There.
But again, it helped me. I swear to God, it helped me, man. Like, you know...
In what way?
In a way that I was locked up. I was like, so I wanted to quit so much, bro, so much. Like, again, like, I was in Tunisia, I was in this, like, you know, cool group of people, like, nice parties, like, hot girls, whatever. And I found myself in there in Kuala Lumpur in a local kind of Islamic university. I wanted to quit so much, but again, I was like, no, it was my decision. I did it. I finished it. You know what I mean?
What was the conversation like? Like that voice in your head that stopped you from doing it? Like, what was it telling you?
It's the same voice I had when later I went to Germany, when later I had to Austria. It's like, no emotions involved in here. I don't care how you are feeling. Cry about it. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. Do what you have to do.
Did you ever cry about it?
No. No. But I swear to God, like, that's how I talk to myself every single morning. Because it's not easy, you know.
Every day you thought about quitting?
Yes, yeah. Every single day, bro. Every single day, you know. But I'm really like, it's not about you. Like, I don't care how I feel. Feelings, nobody cares about it. Like, you know, okay, like, you will feel sad. Who cares? Nobody cares, you know what I mean? So do what you have to do, and then life will get better. And that's exactly what happened, bro. I really kept doing what I had to do, and things got better. That's the only way.
One day at a time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could relate to that. There was a time where I had actually no money. I had the roof. I had a month of rent. I had no money. Just chips. I'll eat chips probably, and those ramen noodles.
Yeah.
I ate a lot of those. But then I never told my parents, hey, I need money. I couldn't. I had to rely on myself, even if I had nothing. And every day it's survival mode.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely.
You have to survive, because you could go back to Tunisia, you could go back to comfort, but it's like losing the battle. Right?
Yes, yeah.
It's like I couldn't imagine myself going back like this, like a loser,
see,
you know?
I was talking about ego. This is what I call ego, bro. Like, I had an ego. I couldn't just come back and say, yeah, I didn't really like it. No, I made a decision. I need to succeed. I didn't have any other option. And I think you had the same feeling, right?
Same, yeah.
Like, there is no other option. Like, you know, if you come back, you are a loser.
Right. So just burn the boats, and it's the best decision I've made. I'm sure it's the same for you.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
So college, you finished college?
Yeah, and in my last semester, it was 4. But in the last semester, I already got an internship. Like, I didn't even have that break or like, let's party, we graduated. I didn't even attend the graduation ceremony. I didn't give a shit about any of that stuff, to be honest.
So you were just studying, and did you work?
At that time, I worked a bit, but mostly studying.
Okay. You also went to the gym, obviously. So, how
I used to work out a lot.
So was it workout, studying, sleeping?
Yes, mostly like that. Yeah, I would say it's mostly like that. Yeah. Again, like I had to do a lot of work because I needed to catch up. I was really, like, compared to other students, bro, like
Okay.
I was so far away. So I really need to make extra effort, to put in so much effort to be at the same level. And again, I didn't really care about university itself. I didn't care about it. But we live in a system, at least at that time, that was my mindset. We live in a system where you need to graduate to get a job. So I will graduate and get a job. You know, I don't have any other options. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, so before I graduated, I got an internship with Swift. And it was my first experience with the, like, you know, multinationals. Like, you know, you have a desk, you have an office, you have all this. Like, when I first went there, like, I was shocked. You know what I mean? And then I started working in there, and I remember it by my third month, because it was 4-month internship, they told me there is no openings, right? Like, there's no openings.
Oh, for
Yeah, like you can try next year, whatever. But I told my mom and dad at that time, no worries, I got a job, I'm good, like, you know.
oh, you told them you got it.
Yeah, like I told them I'm good, you know. But I swear to God, and again, I always have this. I was sure I will get a job there. Like, it's not up to them. Like, you know what I mean? It's not up to them. And that's when, like, it was my first attempt of networking, of finding my way out, like, you know, because I never went to the straight way, right? It was always like that.
So what did you do to get the job?
So I was like, you know, I started like, I go drinking with managers, whatever. I talk to them. Hey, by the way, I want to stay with you guys. Come on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. And imagine they created a project just to bring me in. It was with a contract of 6 months. It was like, so again, I showed that I'm skilled, whatever, I'm serious, all that stuff. But also, I'm cool to hang out with, which is very important as well. Like, in the workplace, it's very important to be that guy. Right. Because they care about skill, but they care about the atmosphere in the workplace and all
you've
that
always
stuff.
had that. Like, you always were fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
And even after 20
even
years,
though I'm not
like,
an extrovert,
it didn't change.
Even though I'm not an extrovert, bro, like it takes my energy. You know what I mean?
For real?
Yeah. It takes my energy. But yeah, so yeah. Anyway, I got the contract. Then I had to find, like, so it was a contract for 6 months, so I had to work my way out to get like a permanent contract. And from there, like, I was getting a raise every 6 months. Like, I was killing it in there, really. And yeah.
So after this, they gave you an opportunity and you just...
And that's why right now, whatever I want to do, I'm like, I just need to put a step in it, because I know I will show them that they need me.
Okay.
And so I always need that first opportunity, because I'm confident enough, and confidence and delusion, I'm confident enough that, bro, I can put in the hard work, I can do whatever it takes to reach my goal. And I proved it to myself. And the most important thing in life, and how is confidence? Because a lot of people, my friends, my close friends, they always tell me, I wish if I have your confidence. It's easy, bro. Prove it to yourself. Don't think about people, prove it to yourself. And if you are really convinced that you are the man, you are the man. You will be confident. Like, it's not like you don't need to force the confidence. I hate, like, false confidence. No. You need to be really confident. How to do it? You prove it to yourself.
How?
As an example, it was COVID times. I had a very good job, very good salary for a single man. Like, I was living the life. I was 25 years old. I swear to God, most of people wish to have my salary, my apartment. Like, I was living a good life. However, at that time, I was feeling that since few years, I'm not really advancing. No, I was like 26. I was 26, 27. I felt like I'm not evolving anymore. Yes, I'm having a nice job. I can do my job well. Again, it's like an office job. So, like, I don't have like skills if tomorrow I want to resign and open my own stuff. No, like, it's Swift, it's a multinational. We have like internal processes, whatever. I'm good at that. And so, yeah, I felt like I started feeling sad, that I'm not evolving. And again, I'm putting a pressure on myself. Like most of my friends who were with me at that time, they are still working with Swift. And also another thing, I was looking at these directors and managers, and they were working there since 25 years, bro. They looked like shit. They looked like shit. Like all of them are divorced. It's something very interesting. I don't know why. Most of these people who have a long career, they are divorced. Most of them. And I remember one time I was invited to Bruxelles. And so I was invited in Bruxelles to like I hanged out with these high level people at Swift at somebody's villa. Bro, believe me, after few shots, few glasses, 4 of them are crying. And I'm talking about guys like one has a Porsche Cayenne, like they are good, financially very good. They were sad, bro. And imagine me, a Tunisian guy, I'm talking to him, bro, it's okay, you know. Like, what am I doing here, man? Like, so yeah, so all like, again, I told you, like, one thing I do a lot is that I collect informations. Like, I really try to operate like a laptop or something like that. I try to collect like data and then analyze it and come up with a conclusion, which is a decision. And so I was like, look, the best case scenario, if I kill it at my job, I will end up like this fucking loser. Because for me, they are losers. Like, it is what it is. Like, I have that. I don't know how to explain it. If I think you are a loser, you are a loser. I don't care how much money you have. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you are a loser. And so I felt that they're like sad, miserable people. And I was like, I don't want to end up like these guys, man. So yeah, I started having that idea. It was obsessive. Like, I need to resign, put myself into like new challenges. Like, you know, I need to go through the process from the beginning.
Okay.
And again, it wasn't easy, but like this decision, it took me months. Like it wasn't like a one day.
It's not the one day.
Exactly.
One
But after
decision.
that, I told you, like once I tried it, like after this step in my life, I changed completely. And so yeah, and at that same time, I've met Aru, which is my wife right now. Mm-hmm. And I swear to God, Aru, like I felt that she had that craziness, like. You know, we are an office with like 800 people, bro, you know. And that's the only person I felt that she was crazy, you know. And within 2 months, I told her, look, like, you know, like, we were feeling amazing together. We were feeling so comfortable. So I told her, but look, I'm not staying here. I'm leaving.
After 2 months?
Yeah. She told me, what do you mean leaving and stuff? We are together. I told her, look, you can come with me, you know, like, as you like, but I'm leaving. She told me, where are you going? I told her, I don't know, Germany, Austria, we'll see. Man, again, I'm a guy with a career in Swift and stuff, like, you know what I mean? So,
right.
And then we are together. After 4 or 5 months, she was like, you know, I talked to my parents, I'm coming with you. I was like, you know, like, most of girls, when they're like a guy, they talk, whatever.
Especially the beginning, because you're here at this point, you're together for 5 months?
Yes,
4 months?
yeah. But
so
again,
really at the beginning.
Yes, and our relationship was like you feel that it was special, you know, like. I told her, okay, our plan is, because it was COVID time, bro, there's no jobs, there's no openings, the market is dead, everyone is freaking out, everyone is panicking.
It was 2021, yeah.
So I told her, look, the plan is, we get a master's degree, just so we can get a visa to Europe. And then once we are there, we get jobs and everything is good. Like, again, when we talk about it, it's so easy, right?
Right.
But in practice, it's complicated. So anyway,
And she said, okay, I trust you.
Yeah. She told me I'm with you. Like, I trust you.
Even though it's a crazy step, like.
Crazy step.
Right.
And again, it's youth. Like, she was younger than me, and she was in love with me, and she believed in me. And that's why get a woman who believes in you, bro. Really, like the most important thing. Get a woman who look at you like, you know, like she believes in you. So yeah, so she believed in me, really, and she talked to her parents and everything, and she told them what type of guy I am. Like, I'm not the type of guy who get drunk every day or anything. No, I'm responsible, whatever, and I took a decision, you know, to improve my life. And so yeah, I went to the CEO. I mean, it was the responsible of Southeast Asia in Swift. I told him, hey man, so yeah, I want to resign. told me what's going on. Told him, look, I don't feel myself anymore. I want new challenges. Like, I'm done with this lifestyle, you know. And I remember he told me, look, Naceur, okay, like I can accept your resignation, but I want to give you 2 weeks. Please think about it and come back to me. Take your time. Talk with your friends. I don't want to accept it now, but I don't advise you to resign, Naceur. It's COVID, it's this, it's that. Came back to him after 2 weeks.
You took the 2 weeks?
Look, I want to resign. I'm sure, you know what I mean? And again, like at that time, he told me, okay, let's talk again in the office next week. Like, you know what, like,
Okay.
he felt bad for me because in his
Mind.
brainwashed
Wrong
mind,
decision.
like, you know, you are losing an office job, a stable job, like, but in my mind, I'm like, bro, I'm not losing anything, I'm gaining, like, you know what I mean? For you, it's the best life. Man, this guy, imagine, this guy, he had like a very good salary. Whatever. He was miserable, bro. He was hitting on young girls. Like he was coming to me every Friday.
Did you hit on Aru?
You wanna? One time, actually, true story. So he was a loser. Again, he was a loser. Like he had money, whatever, but he was a loser. He was coming to me every Friday. Hey, Naceur, I have a bottle. If you want to come, I told him, no, bro, I'm good. Like, leave me alone, man. Like you are 45 years old. Like you have a wife at home. Like leave me the fuck alone. Yeah,
married.
he has kids, bro. I told you, all these guys who have a
disgusting.
career in the offices, they are losers. Most of them, at least. Okay. And so yeah, one time he didn't hit on Aru, but you know he was inviting people to have a drink, and he was inviting only girls, and Aru is one of them. So I went to him. I told him, hey, you invited Aru to have a drink? He told me, yeah, I was about to invite her. I told him, bro, don't fucking invite her again, only if you ask me first. Right now, she's my girlfriend, okay? He told me, yeah, Naceur, but calm down. I didn't know. I told him, yeah, I'm letting you know. Look, in my culture, it's like this. You don't go to my girl, invite her, and then you come to me. You know, and he understood that. At that time, like, I wanted to resign already, so I don't give a shit. And he can't fire me for that anyway. And I have connections in Bruxelles. Like, anyway, like, I was untouchable in Swift. Nobody can do anything to me. And so, yeah, we started first an online course, like a master degree.
In what?
International management. It was bullshit. Look, whatever is this master degree, man, like we attended a class about LGBT and diversity. It was the funniest shit ever.
Why was it funny?
Bro, for many reasons. Man, it's messed up people, bro. Wallah, messed up, really. With all my respect, man. They are so messed up. It's sad, actually.
The class or the LGBT?
The class, the teacher, everyone is so messed up. And Aru was taking a video of me, man, like talking to them and acting like I'm like, yes, actually, there's a lot of racism. You know, I suffer from. Man, since everyone is a victim, like the class, they are teaching people that we are all victims, a part of white people, and everyone else is a victim. You know, and I'm like, it's bullshit. But you know, I always play the game. I want to take an A+ or whatever. Like, you know, so yeah, actually, racism is this and that. Like, anyway, it's all bullshit. Like, it's like I'm the only one who's talking about racism anyway. You know, everyone is talking about LGBT and queer and this and that. And so yeah.
What was the main thing about the class? Like, what was?
Bro,
what was the
the
topic?
main shit. They take articles written by some feminists. They read it. What do you think about it? Yeah, I think it's very important. This society, woman doesn't have a place, and the man is forcing women. The whole class is about that. I don't like your assignment is to take an article of some feminist and to present it.
Okay.
You know, it's like really, it's.
Can you have opposite view?
I tried. I wouldn't say opposite. I just tried to make it a bit. Let's say it.
Neutral?
Yeah, a bit neutral, but I felt like they didn't accept it well, man.
Oh, you wanted your A.
Yes, yes. I was like, yeah, but you didn't get me, guys. Be gay, good. Like, why are you gay? So yeah.
So that was your favorite class?
Yeah. No, but I swear to God, like that master degree I got, it was in like a very good university, like well ranked, whatever. I understood that universities are such a scam, bro. It's such a scam. Like, it's really like students are victims actually. And you know, like anyone wanting to, in that mindset. Yeah, we have to do this. If you want, if you wish to have a job, you have to do this and that and learn the language and do this. And I was like, bro, I'm staying 6 months and I'm looking for a job. Like, I don't care about this shit, you know. And imagine after 6 months, we got jobs, me and Daru. Both of us, none of our classmates got a job.
6 months in university.
Yeah. Again, so my plan, who sounded non-realistic at all,
Right.
went incredibly well, bro. Went like you can't imagine. Like, again, I'm skipping the hard parts of it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get though.
Of course. Yeah. So
That's was that time? Is it that time in your life that you actually felt you hit rock bottom?
So
Was it that
yes,
time?
okay. We still have time, right?
We have all the time.
All right. So I resigned. Whatever. I'm Tunisian, so I need a visa to go anywhere in this fucking earth. And the first step is like I applied for my visa, and I went back to my home country. Aru went back to her home country. It was the first time in a year and a half that we are not together. I go to Tunisia. I thought I will spend like 2 weeks or something like that. Bro, after a month I receive no response. Month and a half, no response. A week later, my visa got rejected.
No.
Bro, at this time, I'm like 27 or 28. I think 28. I didn't live in Tunisia since like 8 years. I had a nice job. I'm 100% independent. I withdrew all my money. And now I'm in Tunisia with only a Tunisian residence and nationality. I can't go anywhere else. And living with the Tunisian people, I mean, I love my people, whatever, but bro, like, it wasn't easy. Like it made me, like, at that time I felt depression. I felt it. Because like, I was like, imagine I'm stuck with these people, with this life, with this routine, man, it's a nightmare to me. It's really a nightmare.
Why?
Whatever I told you about, I was feeling when I was 18, 17, it's too small. After living in Malaysia and living that life and that level of quality of life as well, everything is online, it's convenient. Most of people you meet have like a certain mindset. Like, I don't know how to explain it, you know, like people are international, they're like up to date with the world. I went to Tunisia, bro, and like, you know, and it could be that my circle of people at that time, I don't know, but it was depressing, bro. Like, everyone was into drugs, zero productivity. You can't have a conversation about anything interesting if you don't talk about football, about hoes, like, you know, about drugs. Like, you can't talk like you know me. I like to go deep into stuff. Like, I like to have interesting conversations. Like, I felt the opposite of that in Tunisia. Like, I was saying, I swear to you, I felt like I'm a fish, like in land, like out of my sea, out of my water, you know. Like, I felt so uncomfortable. And man, I was going to work out every single day, like 3 hours at 2 p.m., 40 degrees, bro. Like, everyone is looking at me like this fucking psycho. That was the only way I had to keep it up, you know. Because again, at that time, I took a huge risk. And look, I skipped the part that living with your family after living by yourself for such a long time, bro, it's a nightmare as well. I love my parents, whatever, but you are a man, grown-ass man, independent. Like, you cannot live with your parents. Like, it was killing me as well. And Aru already got her visa. And she went to Austria. And I'm the one who dragged her to this shit, and I don't have a visa.
Yes, I remember when we met. It was right at that point when we met again.
So just that, bro, like, it was crazy. And again, my money is shrinking, and I didn't even start the adventure. I'm still in Tunisia, bro. I'm not even in Austria yet. And I'm there waiting. So, okay, after that, I figured out whatever. I did another application, whatever.
How long did it take?
It took me another 2 weeks or more, like 3 weeks, I would
So
say.
total was 2 months in Tunisia?
Yeah, like 2 months and 1 week. Bro, it was the longest 2 months in my life. It was really harsh. And you know, like how everyone, so what are you doing now? Like you don't work anymore? Like are you jobless? Like what are, and everyone kept asking me questions. And I hated that. And that's why I tell you, I hate being in a place where everyone knows you.
And they
Because
care.
if I want to work on my shit, I want to be anonymous. I don't want people to know me. Leave me, like I want to be in focus mode, I want to do my thing. But if everyone keep asking you questions, it takes your energy, you need to give answers. I will give like a specific answer to each type of person because I don't want to say exactly what's going on in my life. It's too long to explain, it's too complicated to explain.
But people keep asking. They're relentless. They're like, yeah. So why you don't have a job? What? And you don't want to talk, and they don't get the cues, or it's something you don't want to talk to them. It's personal.
It's
and
very
and you don't want to
personal,
share,
man.
but then they insist.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's maybe one of the things that affected you. I guess
crazy,
it's like
like
keep
crazy.
asking why you work out for 3 hours, why you go
Yes.
out when it's too hot,
Yes,
why you do
yeah.
this.
One thing I learned in these 2 months is that I should never go back, bro. Like I should really work hard to keep myself in a certain level to not go back and live in Tunisia. With all my respect, I love my country, but maybe I come back as a millionaire, maybe, like to just have few houses and they're like beach houses or whatever. But to go back and live in the Tunisian system for me, and I think for you, for anyone who lived outside of the country, it's a nightmare, bro. It's really hard. And I understood also the people that I knew, I grew up with, we can't hang out together anymore.
Why?
I love them, whatever, but we are not in the same level. Like, I'm not saying that I'm better or anything, but I'm in a different step in my life, bro. We are not compatible anymore. So these 2 months, bro, it gave me such a motivation to kill it. I'm like, okay, once I'm out of here, bro, like, I will eat the grass. Like, I will do everything to reach another level. And so, yeah, I got my visa. I arrived to Austria. And you know what's funny about it? I arrived already exhausted, bro. Like, you know, I was already tired.
It was not a vacation.
It wasn't a vacation. I was already exhausted. Like, you know, I went through crazy stuff in Tunisia, whatever. So at that time, I was like, okay, I need to gain back this motivation now, man. Like, I'm jobless, like, you know what I mean? I'm in a new country. I'm not making money. I'm just spending. Europe is expensive. You need a rent, you need an insurance, you need food, you need all of this stuff. And it wasn't easy, bro. It wasn't easy because I went, and that's why I love Aru so much, because at that time, our standards, like our quality of life, bro, reduced like crazy. We were living a very comfortable life at that time, bro. I had a bicycle I got for like 25 euros. We had a budget, like a grocery budget of 60 euros every 10 days. We like chicken,
Between
eggs,
the two.
rice. Chicken, eggs, rice. Chicken, eggs, rice. That's it.
Wow.
You know, it was really like, I'm not joking, really starting again from the bottom. Like,
Right.
I restarted my life.
But let me ask you this: like the money that you saved back
Yeah.
then, if you lived the same life you had in Kuala, how long do you think would have sustained?
A year maximum.
Max a year.
Maximum. A year.
So
and
you tried to-
like a year, and then you go to zero. Like,
Okay.
like, you know, you go
Okay.
to zero.
So if you got
And-
a nice apartment,
No, no,
and
and
good food.
I'm sorry. No. Wait. Like Kuala Lumpur, like the same exact way of living, 6
Right.
months.
6 months. Okay.
No. In Europe, it's not joke, bro.
So you try to break it down, and you could, if you lived like that, only on that money, how long do you think it would have lasted? $60 every 10 days.
I could make it like a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay.
Again, because you had rent, like I had many expenses. You know
Okay.
what I mean? And so.
So you didn't save enough to be comfortable for many years.
No, it was like $10,000, bro.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. It was like $12,000 exactly. But again, $12,000 after the expenses of the tickets, of this, of that. So maybe like in total it was like 14,000 or
Okay.
15,000.
Okay.
And then in Tunisia, we spent 2 months. Summertime in Tunisia is very expensive. So when I went there, I ended up having like, 12,000, 11,000.
Okay.
You know
Wow.
what I mean?
Wow.
So like really, and again, you don't realize it. Like when you see like 20K, you are like 20K is good, man. Like I can like 20K, it's all right. Like I can redo my life. It's nothing, bro. Like 20K is literally nothing. And so so I went there. You know what's funny about all this? Like again, it was like a struggle, bro. It was snowing, and I was witness to all this. And like because I didn't even tell my parents or my brothers because they are very emotional and like. I kind of enjoy that shit, bro. I was never like in Tunisia. I told you I was sad because I was waiting for something that it wasn't in my hands. I can't like control it. In Austria, like it was snowing like 20 centimeters. I was with that bike. I go to buy groceries. Like I fall like 8 times a day, and I'm laughing, bro. I'm like, whoa, what the fucking story I will tell in a few years because I knew that it was a step. I had no doubt that whatever I'm living now. It's a funny story to tell.
That was your motivation.
Absolutely. I had no doubts. Like, I'm like, it's funny, like, because I know, like, I was like, in a year or two, I will have, like, a stable income. I will be, like, in a good place, whatever. So right now, I can even take it as a joke. It's funny.
Do you remember the hardest day you've had there?
Bro, like, I don't even, like, I don't want to, like, make it sad, but we were broke. Like, I don't even, like, I swear to God, I don't want my Karim to watch this. And I had socks in my hands.
You had socks in your hand?
Instead of gloves. I'm not saying that I couldn't buy gloves, but really I was making such a tight budget because, like, at the end of the day, I'm confident, whatever, but also, like, worst case scenario is, like, you can't find a job in 2 years, like, you know what I mean? So, like, you need to keep your money. So, yes, like, it was really... like very low budget, bro. Like our life was very low budget. However, something extremely important. When you are with the right person, we were still having fun, bro. Like we were still laughing. We have amazing nights. Again, like we get few ingredients. Aru will make a cake at home. We can eat it, have fun. Like what stuff on YouTube. Like when you have the right person in your life, bro, it's so important, and that's what gives you the motivation. You are like, man, I have this amazing person. She gave up everything for me. I can't be the guy, I tried my best, I can't make it. No, I will make it. So anyway.
And for her, what was the hardest part? I'm sure you know, or the hardest day.
The funny thing about Aru is that since she's younger than me and she's a woman, she was going with my energy. Like she wasn't realizing what's going on.
She had socks also in her hands? Or?
No, I got her gloves. I mean, it's like that as well. Like like I want to make sure that she lives better than me because I'm a man. Like I don't care. Like you know what I mean. But I wanted her, like to have. And again, that's why I love her so much because she never asked for anything, bro. Like how are girls, like other girls, like they're mad at their man, like you don't spend on me, you don't do this. She never made me feel once that I'm not making enough money or like I'm not taking care of her. Actually, she was always telling me because like she was feeling I was a bit mad at that situation at that time and like I needed to get out of that. She was telling me, look, Naceur, the most important thing is that we are together. Look, we are together, we are healthy, that's the most important thing. And I swear to God, bro, it was giving me such a motivation. I'm like, hell yeah, we are together and you will see, like, you invested on me. Like, like I took it as, like, you invested on me, you trusted me, you will see, like, you won't regret it. And that's why, like, I made a fucking wedding in Bali and, like, I spent a lot of money on the way. I wanted her to, it's like a reward, man. Like, like your choice was the right choice, So after that, we went to Germany because we understood that in Austria, bro, it's tough to find a job. And that's the difference between us and other people. I tested the market. It's only like low-paying jobs, like random jobs. Okay.
Next.
Germany. And it really happened like Aru, she got an internship in there. I stayed in Austria. I was like, there is a lot of details. We can talk about them next time.
The next episode when you come back.
Yeah, because Aru, like, you know, she went through a lot as well.
Maybe we should have her with us next
Yes, absolutely. She was staying in an apartment with cleaners, bro. Like, you see, like, Aru modern and stuff. She was living with cleaners.
What do
bro.
you mean?
She had like 2 flatmates, 2 illegal Russian cleaners.
Oh, you didn't
in
live
there.
together.
At that time, she left before me
Okay.
to Germany. And then when I went to visit her after like few weeks, bro, I saw the house, the neighborhood. I was like, no, I cannot accept this, man. And they were bullying her, bro. What?
The roommates.
Yes. And Aru was crying. I told her, look, end of the week we move. Let's go. I will come with you to Germany. Like everything worked out in a weird way. I found a friend of mine. He's a Tunisian guy in Germany. He told me, I know a guy who have like a student studio. If you want, you can rent it from him. I rented that. So Aru, for the first time, she had her own space. And I went back to Austria. And then I just brought all my stuff. Took a train with like fucking 6 bags. I don't know how I did that. I moved from house to house with the train, bro. So, wallah, true story. And so, yeah, we went to Germany. We had that student accommodation. Again, I'm fucking 27, 28 years old. I was working with Swift. I was a senior manager, whatever. So,
how much do you have at that point in your account?
at that time, I think I had like 5K, 4K.
Okay.
Like it was going down, bro, very fast,
Okay.
very fast. You know what I mean? It was a birthday of Aru. I got her something because like I wanted to make her feel like even if I'm broke, it's your birthday. I will take care of you. Like you know how it is. It's small stuff like this.
They're not as small. I don't think they are small. Like just the fact that
It's impactful.
you accepted to be cold, let's say, and you getting the socks while you got her
of
the
course.
gloves and everything she needs. That I think that tells a lot about your personality and how you care about your woman and
Absolutely.
the people, your family. You know,
I mean,
and
I'm
you
like that, bro.
prioritize them
Yes.
over yourself. So.
No. Like I think I've always been like that. I've always been that. I mean, I know I'm tough and it doesn't affect me, but I make sure I take care of people around me. You know, because I think I'm tougher than other people. I could be wrong, but that's what I think at
you are.
least. I hope so. I hope so. And so yeah, so I was in that student accommodation, and it was hard for me, bro, because like man, there were fucking students around me, like kids getting drunk, Tunisians, what they were like, oh my god, I hated that. Okay, I hated that to a point, man.
I know the feeling.
But yeah, and at some point, bro, the guy who rented me that studio, he told me, man, it's the last month, and then I need to take it back. So please check where you can leave. I was checking, I couldn't find anything. So at that point, with the last month, I think I had maybe 1,600 euros left. Like really broke, you know. And again, like, you know, like when you meet with friends, because like they invite you,
Take some
poker face, right? Like I don't tell them I'm struggling. No, like you know, we go have dinner. I pay. I do my thing. Like I was in a situation, bro. It's crazy. Really, like I'm going out with people and acting like everything is okay. And like you know, they order stuff. We share all together. Like each part is like 8 euros, and for me that 8 euros is crazy, bro. It's like 2 weeks of groceries or like you know what I mean. But I was doing it because I'm a man and it is what it is. It's
Right.
life. Like
Right.
you don't put your problems on other people. And that's why right now, I'm a bit heartless to many people who like, you know, like I need help. And bro, it's life. Life is tough. Good news. Like if you work hard, you can get out of this.
Be a fucking man.
Exactly. Like stop being a victim and man up. So yeah, so at that time we had 2 weeks left. Bro, I wanted to check my house in Klagenfurt because I knew the owner and stuff. I told him, hey, I think I want to come back. Told me, it's rented, bro. I couldn't find any house. And the cheapest thing I found is like 1,500 euros. I had 1,800 euros. And all of them wanted like so in total, like 3 months and a
Deposit.
half.
Damn.
I didn't have that, obviously. So I was like, and Aru was worried at that time. She was like, Naceur, what are we doing? Like, I told her, no worries, no worries. I will get a job and everything will be okay. I said, yeah, but we have 2 weeks. I told her, no worries. And bro, at that time I was applying, bro, that LinkedIn shit, So yeah, so like, and I got rejected hundreds of times, like, and again, zero emotions. I take everything, oh, rejected, cool, nice. Like, next, like no emotion, not I just make sure that I learn. Yeah, I didn't talk well. I didn't behave well. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I was learning, with every interview. Yeah. And so yeah, until that week, which is like we had maybe a week left. Yeah, bro, around a week left. It's crazy. We had around a week left, and I got 3 offers, bro, in 1 week.
Damn.
One from Frankfurt, one from Berlin, and one from Vienna.
Okay.
And at that time, like, the thing that made sense to me is in Frankfurt for one reason, because I was accepting any salary, bro.
Right.
Like, it's obvious that I'm overqualified. He's not believing. He's like, there is a glitch, there's something.
Let me guess, the highest salary was in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
That's why you went there?
But it's not only that. I asked for like a low salary, and he laughed. He told me, no. Look, Naceur, you will get this salary, which is like your colleagues. I don't want you to have a lower salary. And I was like, fuck, what? Like at that time, like, wow, let's go. Like, And I was like, okay, sure. Like he told me, when can you start? I told him, tomorrow, bro, whenever you want. And I was on a student visa. I'm not allowed to work. I just skipped this. I'm not allowed to work. I'm not allowed.
They know that? They knew that?
Kinda. Like, again, I told you, all I need is to have an opportunity to show them that they need me. Okay. That's what I need, bro. In my life, give me an opportunity, give me like 2 days, and I will show you that you need me. I will show you that it's worth it.
So you create a need.
Yes. I went there, and like, like we still have...
You went the next day?
No, I went there the next week.
Okay.
Okay, so we had two weeks left in the house at that point, yes. Because we extended 2 weeks in that house, because he said that's the max I can do. He was in Tunisia, he's coming back. So I went there after a week or 10 days, and I was in the train thinking about all my life, man. Because like he told me, you are sure, like you are bringing all your life and live in Frankfurt? I said, yes, let's do it. Like, you know what I mean? He said, okay, when can you start? I told him, tomorrow. He told me, okay, like next week is okay? I told him, yes, next week is okay. Like he booked me train ticket. In that train, bro, I was thinking about all my life. Like, we still have the picture and the video. I'm going out of the house and good luck, Naceur. Like, like it's like a movie, bro. Wallah. And I take that train. It's like 4 hours ride, and I'm thinking about everything. Like, it's like, it's unknown, bro. Like I talked to a guy online, and now I'm going to Frankfurt, and I'm relying on him to get a roof for me and my girlfriend. You know what I mean? So I arrived there, nobody's picking up, bro, nobody is in the fucking station. Imagine how I felt, man. I wait, I try to call, nothing. And then I receive a call, hey Naceur, we are sorry, we are late, we are coming.
How long until you receive the call?
After like, I don't know, like half an hour, 40 minutes.
I bet that felt longer than the 2 months in Tunisia.
Man, and Daru is texting me, so, how is it going? I'm like, wait, like I don't even want to tell her, man. Like, I think even if nobody showed up, I would create something. I would say, yeah, like I'm going now to, like, I don't know, man. I can't tell her I failed, like I'm coming back, And so, yeah, and I remember the first thing, like we were talking, he told me, so about accommodation, we go to a hotel for like a week. And then you can get like a house, like a shared house and stuff. I told him, no, I need the full apartment because I have my girlfriend with me. He looked at his colleague like, okay, we didn't know this. I think I mentioned it in the interview, but he didn't remember it. But yeah, I need a full interview. But I told him, at the beginning, you deducted from my salary, like, you know, let's find a deal, but I need that, it's very important to me and stuff like that. Bro, the feel. So I spent a week, like, you know, man, I started a job, I don't even know what it was about. I'm not joking. It's about lead generation and marketing. I remember my first day, a colleague of mine, he told me, so you are into lead gen? I told him, what? He told me lead gen. I thought, what's lead gen, bro? He told me, lead generation. I told him, can you explain me a bit more? I'm like, how was your interview? I told him, bro, I don't know. Man, I swear to God. And 2 years later, I was his boss. Like, can you imagine?
Damn.
I swear to God, I'm like right now, I'm the highest paid one in the whole company. I didn't even fucking know what's lead gen. I don't know about that. I have no clue. Anyway, bro, that feeling in the day where I got my apartment, which is a week after, and I call Aru. It was an apartment in Bad Zoden. It's like it's near Frankfurt. It's like a rich neighborhood in there, with a garden. I call Aru.
Okay.
You can pack and come. I got the apartment, bro.
Wow.
The pride I felt. Oh my God, man. Because again, I told you, 1 week left. 1 week left. Either I make it or not. Yeah. I don't have much choice. And the fact that I did it, and I promised her that I will get an apartment, and I got it. And she came to the apartment. You have a room, a living room, a garden, all that stuff. It was like, actually, that motivation I got in that time, like I was waking up every morning, and you can ask Aru about this. I was waking up like, I tell her, I'm a fucking soldier. I'm going there to outclass, to outcompete every single colleague I have. I will eat them. Like every morning I was in that beast mode, bro. I was walking like 40 minutes. It's like a hill and shit. Like my colleagues have a BMW and a Mercedes. And I walk, I'm sweaty, like, you know what I mean? But I was on fire, bro. And I loved being like that. And like, I like being, like, I'm the best when I'm in these situations, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, I was really into my job. I tried to understand everything. First, I analyzed everyone around me, my colleagues, because I'm really good at politics as well. Like, you know, who do I need in order to grow? Who do I need to outclass? Who do I need, like, you know? I played my cards, bro, you know what I mean?
What you know, you mentioned earlier about going in the snow.
Yeah.
You know, like, and now like walking up the hill for 40 minutes and going through all that struggle. Why do we men find that attractive? Like, what is it that we like going through? At least I talk to myself also. I like that because I feel like after a while it will pay off.
I think
even
it's
going
nature.
through it, it's kind of enjoyable, you know?
Enjoyable.
But what is it about that? What makes it so attractive, you think?
I think it's your intuition. I think it's your intuition as a man. Even the man 1,000 years ago, when he goes out to hunt, and you know it's not hard, it's not easy to get something to eat, to go back with something to eat for your families. We evolved, but we still have the same goals, bro. We go, we try to make money. It's not easy. It shouldn't be easy. And that's why all these kids who made money in crypto, they are depressed because it shouldn't be easy, bro. It's not meant to be easy. And if you make money in an easy way, you cannot remake it because you didn't learn. Because while making it, you learn a lot. Because like I understood that that's life, bro. Okay? If you want to cry, go cry and be broke. Or wake up, wash your face, go 40 minutes, like, you know, it's your choice. And again, what I talked about earlier, you prove to yourself that you are the man. You know, you can try to prove to other people, you can't be confident only if you prove it to yourself. If you are truly, honestly convinced that you are impressed by yourself, like you are the man, you fucking did it, that's when you are confident. At least in my case, I understood that's confidence, bro. That's how because I'm confident without trying, bro. I'm just confident because I tried myself. It's like, you know, like you try a guy, like a friend of you, like you test him a few times and you said, no, he's the man, bro. Like if you need him, he's here. It's like that with myself. I'm the man. If it go nuts, I will handle it. Whatever happens, I'm calm, I handle it. I know myself very well, because I went through all this stuff and I made it while being calm. I didn't cry. I didn't call anyone to help me. I didn't make a drama out of it. I was like, it's a step. I believe that any single man, either you are rich, you are born in a rich family or poor family, you go through ups and downs. You have to be ready mentally to go through ups and downs. Now, I'm in the downs. It's okay. I will go to the ups. Now, in few years, I'm sure it will go down again. It's normal. It's life. Accept it. You know what I mean? It's really important to accept it. So when it happens, you are not shocked. You're like, yeah, it's part of life. It's all right. Handle it.
Trust the process.
Exactly. And after you go through that challenge or whatever will happen in your life, you get stronger. You make more money. You get more knowledge. That's how it works, bro. Really, that's how it works. And it's really important to have a philosophy of life. So you go through life, you understand rules, bro. It's a game that there are rules. Understand them very well and play it. It's very important because I see people, I'm not lucky. Like, what do you mean you are not lucky? Like, it's statistics. Like, let's say, how many stuff happened to me, but let's say if right now I crossed the road and the car hit me, it's not that I'm not lucky, it's just that by statistic, there is 1,000 people on that day that dies. I'm one of them. It is what it is. It's life. It's a fact. It's not like the universe is against you. It's not like that. So if it happens to me, I stand up, I'm like, it is what it is. It's my turn. And you walk off. That's how I see life, bro. I try to not be emotional because, again, I wasn't like this. All this, I learned it. I used to say I'm not lucky why it happens to me because crazy shit happened to me. Crazy stuff happened to me, out of nowhere, you know what I mean? But now I'm like, it's okay. I'm lucky. I have an amazing family. I have an amazing wife, amazing friends. I lived amazing experiences. So if something happens to me, it had to happen to someone on that day. It happened to be me. It's okay.
You just mentioned everything is good now. Aren't you afraid of being too comfortable again?
Actually, so what I do, I don't I don't say that everything is good. I'm stable, I'm chilling now. No, actually, one thing I do in my life, I make sure that there is always an open project. There's always a pressure, a stress on me, always. My life is not chilling, bro. I just I have a clothing brand that I opened a year ago, so it's still under development. I opened another agency. It adds a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, a lot of expectations to meet. But I need that, bro. I need that. If I'm okay, I have a nice salary, I have this, I can chill, make money. No, I'm not interested in that at all. And when I lived like that, I hated it. It made me, I think for a man, the most important thing for a man is to feel useful. And smart women make their men useful. We have this smart women in Tunisia, she want to do something, she calls her husband to do it while she can do it herself. Because she understands the nature of man. You need to be useful.